Good morning. It's the Call Flow Radio Show, and you're on the air.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to this version of the Call Flow Show. Let's see, where are we going to start? Where do you want to... John has graciously come into the studio to help me out here on the Call Show.
Another way of saying under protest.
Yes.
Next time, let me pull up that old Farmer's Almanac.
I know. Yeah, he asked me, "You want to make sure it's the right one?" I'm like, "No, I'm convinced you guys have this thing down." And then
it should be. It's dated.
Yeah.
Now I wonder why I bothered to date these things.
That was January 12th, the one that read today. But hey,
sure.
So, what interesting things happened to you this weekend?
Well, I looked at the back of my eyelids a lot.
Did you? Yeah. You're getting more and more familiar with those, aren't you? You think by now you know all about what's going on.
I got a haircut. Nothing adventurous.
It looks like you got a mall cut, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's good. Good.
Mall
looks
cut.
Good.
No, there's no mall. Nothing near where I live.
All right. Let's see. Today in history, what do you think? Shall we go with the day in history here? March 6th. The Alamo falls after a 13-day siege. So
John Wayne couldn't even save it. He tried.
Did he try more than once, or was it just that one?
He made the one movie.
One movie.
He actually put it together. He directed that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So what role did he play? He wasn't.
He was Crockett, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time envisioning. I don't know, John Wayne as Davy Crockett.
I don't understand why not.
Did he have the little hat on? That's the important thing. Oh yeah. By the way, the phones are open. And
Richard Boone was Sam Houston. I can't remember some of the others right off the top of my head. But
you have an amazing memory for these types of things. I can't.
Well, when you watch things over and over again, it helps.
I forgot my own name last night, so it's it's terrible. So like I said, the phones are open. The number is 434-394-0924. If you've got questions, if you want to let us know about something that's happening in the community, because this is WFLO, and we are here to serve the community. Please call. So today is March 6th, as we said. It's the 65th day of 2023, so that means we have 300 days left in the year.
And they'll go just like that.
On March 6, 1944, the U.S. heavy bombers staged the first full-scale American raid on Berlin during World War II. Speaking of John Wayne, I think he's made a few World War II movies.
Oh, yeah.
Which ones do you like best?
You know what? That's what's funny. I'm not a big fan of his war films in general, really. I've seen some. I think he was in The Longest Day, maybe. Sands of Iwo Jima, I think.
Did he? Yeah, and he was in Red Witch. That was one of his later.
I don't remember
ones.
That one.
He was a sailor.
Okay,
I think. I mean, it's been a long
that sounds
time.
legit to me.
But yeah, it was interesting to see him outside of that country Western role. It was always a little weird, you know?
Yeah. For some reason, war films, especially those older ones, I never took to those. But that's not what was watched in my household. It was mostly Westerns.
Yeah.
And my grandfather, who served in the military, he was a Navy guy. You'd go to his house, he's watching war films and Westerns, but mostly war films.
So it says here, in 1836, the Alamo fell as Mexican forces led by General Antonio López de Santa Anna stormed the fortress after a 13-day siege. The battle claimed the lives of all the Texan defenders, nearly 200 strong, including William Travis, James Bowie, and Davy Crockett. There was no John Wayne in there, thank goodness.
I think they would have won if John Wayne was there, to be honest.
There you go. Rally the troops. All right. In 1857, the U.S. Supreme Court in Dred Scott versus Sandford ruled 7-2 that Scott, a slave, was not an American citizen and therefore could not sue for his freedom in federal court. Wow, that's amazing. I'm glad that all changed, but it took how many years? Another 40, 50 years to get that really ironed out. In 1912, Oreo sandwich cookies were first introduced by the National Biscuit Company. Hey, are you an Oreo fan?
Yeah, I like them. I don't eat them all the time, but they're not bad. You a double stuffed type guy?
No, I'm opposite. I really don't.
You like the thin.
I do. I like the thin mint ones. I like more.
No, you really are freaky then. You like the mint stuff.
Exactly.
He's really out there, folks.
Those other ones are so sugary. I just can't handle. So when I was a kid, I used to come home. I'd eat like one or, like there's 3 rows in there. I'd eat a couple of those rows, and I'd always dip them in milk.
Yeah.
And so I would leave the cup there, bad son, but I'd leave the cup there, and my mom would come pick it up, and she assumed with all the little dark black stuff in the bottom that my brother had been chewing tobacco and spitting it in there. So she'd get just irate with him about that, and then one day it finally came out, like a couple of years later, that it was actually Larry eating Oreo cookies. So if anybody out there has a...
You said the name was the National Biscuit Company originally?
Yeah.
And that's where they got Nabisco from?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Interesting.
Sort of makes...
See, I like that. To me, that's more interesting than...
It does kind of... Why do you think they did that? It's just easier.
Just easier to say.
Or somebody was kind of a little intoxicated and came in and said... Or
the handwriting wasn't all that great. I don't know.
Let's see here. In 1933, a national bank holiday declared by President Franklin D. Roosevelt aimed at calming panicked depositors went into effect. Interesting. I wonder if that was due to like the crash or something like that. Maybe somebody out there knows. In 1964, heavyweight boxing champion Cassius Clay officially changed his name to Muhammad Ali.
His mama call him Clay, I'm going to call him Clay.
What was that from?
That was from Coming to America with Eddie Murphy.
Oh.
Where they're in the barber shop and Eddie's multiple characters.
Absolutely.
And so is Arsenio.
A brilliant scene.
Yeah. And one of them says that. They get to talking about Cassius Clay.
I could see that. They must have had the hardest time filming that
They did a good job,
movie. Yeah, they did. Did you see the second one?
No, I have not. Have you? I saw a little bit of it, and I wasn't too thrilled with it.
It's weird because I'm sitting here trying to remember what the film was even about.
Something about his son?
Yeah.
Or something?
Yeah.
Getting his son married or something like that?
Something like that. It wasn't terrible. I remember that, but it wasn't.
I think they just waited too long.
Yeah. It wasn't that brilliance from the early show. Let's see. In 1970, a bomb being built by the Greenwich Village townhouse in New York by the radical Weathermen accidentally went off. Do you remember the Weathermen? Little radical terrorist cell. I don't know. I remember as a kid. I remember the name more than anything else. Well, I guess when the bomb went off, it destroyed the house and killed 3 of the group members.
Wow.
So this is one way to get a name for yourself. Probably not the best way to get a name for yourself.
Yeah.
But there may have been some sarcasm in my voice.
Yeah, I understood.
Really?
Yeah, I pick up on the sarcasm.
But you get the irony.
I tend to do it too, yeah.
All righty. Let's see. In 1973, Nobel Prize winner Pearl S. Buck, 80, died in Denbigh, Vermont. All right. 81. Walter Cronkite signed off for the last time as principal anchorman of the CBS Evening News.
And that's the way it was.
He was, what an amazing, cornerstone of the news broadcasting. Oh, let's see here. Hello, call. You're on the air.
John and Larry, top of the morning.
Hey, Barry.
How y'all doing?
All right, how are you?
I'm doing fine. Is Chris under the weather?
Chris is taking kind of a retirement from broadcasting right now. He's going to come visit us here and there, and he's got his own show that he's still doing, but he's working over at the college now, full time.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So who's in his position now?
We're sort of both filling in for that.
Oh, well, y'all are both.
It takes both of us to fill in for Chris.
Well, both of y'all are good fillers.
Well, thank you.
Appreciate
Very
that.
Checks in the mail, Barry.
Yeah. Just wanted to share with our listeners this morning a piece of news here that may be helpful. If folks out there are listening and are in need of fuel assistance, Crisis is available through your local Department of Social Services through March 15th. And folks need to get in their applications, forms between now and March 15th if you're in dire need of fuel assistance. The Crisis program ends on March 15th, which I believe is next week.
Yes, it is.
Maybe next, Wednesday is it?
Let me look real fast here. I got it right here.
Wednesday?
Yes, it is Wednesday of next week, yes.
Wednesday of next week, so Crisis applications are being accepted up until and through next Wednesday, the 15th, for fuel assistance at all Department of Social Services.
That is great. Thank you so much for letting us know
So
about
we
that.
let folks know about that because I'm sure there are people out there that are in need.
Yes.
And I'll tell you what, we haven't had to use a lot of fuel this winter.
Yeah.
The coldest I remember was back at Christmas.
Yeah, it was. That was the coldest day, Christmas.
Bitterly cold, for sure. But anyway, I just wanted to let folks know about that, just to be helpful.
I appreciate
Thank
that.
you, Barry.
Thank you.
Y'all keep up the good work, and good luck to Chris at Longwood.
Yes.
I'm sure he
thank you.
appreciates that. Thanks.
And I understand the news was not so good about Fran on Friday. I missed the Call Flow show on Friday.
Yeah, that one's really kind of heavy on my heart and heavy on a lot of people's hearts. It's just such
And
a...
on everybody's heart, and our best to Fran and Chris Wood out there. Y'all are continually in our thoughts and our prayers, and we're looking forward to bigger, better, brighter things in the coming year.
Yes, amen to that. And to add on to that, the Woods would appreciate cards and letters at this time. It means a lot to both of them, actually. So,
And
thank
if you
you.
will run that address by us again, we sure would appreciate it.
It is 175 Crescent Road in Farmville, 23901.
And how's that Crescent spelled?
Crescent.
All right.
Luckily, I live next door, so I knew what it was.
Oh, I see. But we do encourage cards and letters,
Yes.
notes, and so forth. Fran was one of our number one fans there at WFLO and still is. And our thoughts and prayers and best wishes to he and the family.
Thank you so much for your call. We really appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, have a great day, General. Keep
You
up
too.
the good work.
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Oh, how much I like callers. Love them. Love them, love them,
Well,
love
it helps. It helps when you're doing a call show. Call-in show.
Yeah. Well, and that's great because I know it has not been an easy winter as far as money is concerned with the inflation and everything else. So
Right.
a little bit of help with the power bill would be really nice and probably vital for a lot of people. So thank you. Thank you for letting us know about that. And it sounds like each county has the same kind of program that you can sign up for. So find out from which county you need to go to. Let's see here. We're getting closer. We're about 22 minutes after the hour. Not quite ready for birthdays yet.
You want to keep reading some events, or are you
let's go
good?
to something else. Let's see. What sounds good? How about National Days? These are always fun. It's National Dress Day. So
I don't have any. So.
Yeah, you do. I know you do. I saw you just last week running around. No? All right. So if you were debating on what to wear, go ahead, put on a dress. It's beautiful outside. It's nice and sunny. You will be the sunshine that everybody needs on this lovely day. It's Oreo Cookie Day. This is the second Oreo.
I was going to say.
I guess. Or
Well, maybe because it falls on the anniversary of whatever that was you read earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why.
The Nabisco thingy,
Yeah.
whatever that was. I can't even remember from then to now. Well, thank you. All right. It is National White Chocolate Cheesecake Day.
White
Wow.
chocolate cheesecake.
It seems a bit specific.
Yeah, it does. I thought cheesecake was just cheesecake.
Oh no, the sin, the absolute travesty that I just heard. You've insulted my whole ears.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I like cheesecake. I just assumed that I knew people put chocolate and stuff on it or
You
strawberry.
never had a really good, like, caramel chocolate swirly, cheesecake.
Oh, I'm sure I have. But
Yeah.
you know.
What kind of cheesecake, do you like? Do you like a strong, pungent cheesecake, or do you like something light and fluffy?
Just plain.
I'm a light and fluffy guy. so
Okay.
I just thought I'd let you
That's
know.
why he likes his pillows.
Exactly. How did you know? All right. There's a couple more. National Frozen Foods Day. Interesting. And they've got pictures of, like, berries and vegetables and stuff all frozen here. So I don't know. When I was back in California, I had a nutritionist that, I asked her about frozen foods, and she was like, that is the best you can get because it's frozen right outside of the, once it's picked, it's just frozen.
Cool.
Let's see. We got another caller coming in. Just one second. Good morning. You're on Call Flow.
Good morning. It's good to know that y'all are back. I am so happy.
Oh.
It's Kenneth Jackson out here in Rice, Virginia.
Well, welcome.
Good morning.
Yeah, that's a ways away.
Yeah. Yeah, and how have y'all been?
Go ahead.
I'm here.
I hope you've been blessed.
We have.
Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah, I hope so for you too.
Absolutely.
I called today to give some concerning information what's happening out here. I live on High Rock Road.
Mm-hmm.
We're the ones that decorate every year. And we enjoy it. We're right down near Butch Johns and his wife, and Tharp Trucking's right up the road.
Right.
It concerns me that in the past, I'd say 6 months, we've had a mysterious disappearance. And then just last Monday, probably a murder.
Oh, my.
I'll just say it straight up.
Really?
Gentleman was found in his house, burns on his face, urine burns on his body where he laid there. They're talking about a propane tank exploded.
My.
This is a little one-story house. Not a glass is broke. Plus, we were out here. I don't go too many places. Now I popped my knee out. I really can't go too many places.
Mm-hmm.
So we would have heard a propane tank explosion.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
We've tried to talk to the detectives. I've tried to get in touch with Tony Epson. The worst thing is he lives right up the road.
Wow.
This is something serious. I've talked to our Commonwealth attorney. I've got texts from her. But it seems like no one's taking this as serious as we are.
Right.
Because Sammy, they did a missing persons on him.
Okay.
But since then, we found out that he had a 401k that his job had just cashed
Oh, wow.
sent him.
Mm-hmm.
$50,000. Sammy all of a sudden disappears.
Yeah.
No one went to search the property. There are 2 dry wells up on the property. I've been in touch with our supervisor, Bill Jenkins. Bill really cares. He's a part of this community. He's from this community. And I'm just funny. If you kill 2 people, what makes you think that you won't kill me?
Yeah, it can be.
We've had a crack epidemic down here. We've had a situation down here for the longest time. We couldn't get it taken care of under Travis, couldn't get it taken care of under Wesley, and now it seems like we can't get it taken care of under Tony. And this ain't about an election, but it is about keeping us safe.
Yeah, I think one of the most important things we can have as a community is safety, safety for each other, and we have to keep an eye out for each other. That's a big part of it. Part of it is getting to know your
Definitely.
neighbors. If you don't know your neighbors, it's
That's the whole thing. Everyone here knows each other. We all know each other. We all keep watch for each other.
Right. And it's tragic. I mean, what you're telling us is really a tragic story. And if
Well, it's tragic in 2 ways. For some reason, we've gotten to the point where we don't care. It's become so natural and so everyday common occurrence that we don't care.
Right.
But I care about all my neighbors.
Yeah, the same here. And I really honestly believe that a majority of the people do care. And as you said, you know a lot of your neighbors, and you know that a lot of your neighbors care. You know, they aren't the problem. They're part of the solution. If we can get them out there to, you know, for people to be aware. We also don't want to. What's that?
One of the solutions, and this is one of the solutions which is just positive. Everyone keeps talking about COVID and post-COVID and all this.
Mm-hmm.
We have got to go back to a regular life. I have to see my officers out here talk to me sometimes. That was the worst thing. And really it came out with all this stuff. Oh, they're looking at us and they're segregating us and all that. No. Community policing helps the officer get to know the community. They feel more obliged to talk to them and don't feel like they're snitching.
Mm-hmm. Well,
it worked.
And, yeah, you know what else, what I've always thought, lately especially, as I put security cameras up, that it seems like everybody's got some kind of security, and everybody should have some security so that these things don't, you know, something tragic happens, we find the reason for it, and there's payback for whatever is.
Well, a lot of
invading.
people, there are some people that aren't going to put it up. You have some people that believe that the government can tap into it, which is true. If the police can get into it, or the company will allow the police, like Ring, then the government can't get into it.
It's such a.
But if you're not doing anything wrong, who the hell cares?
I was just going to make that point. You know, if you aren't doing
I'm not doing anything wrong, I don't care.
Right. And that
If
was
anything,
exactly.
they say, look at Kenny hurting himself again, pulling brush and stuff and popping his knee out. My doctor said, you're not young anymore.
Well, good sir, we actually have to go because we have to do our bottom of the hour due diligence for.
I just wanted to share that with our community. And,
Thank you.
We got to watch out for one another. That's the main thing.
Absolutely.
It's not being nosy. It's just making sure we're taken care of and we're together.
Right on.
And we're okay.
Thank you.
Y'all be good. Be blessed.
You too.
You too. Bye-bye. All righty. So that brings us up to the bottom of the hour, and this edition of The Weather is brought to you by the Bank of Charlotte County.
Hello, I'm Stuart Wilborn, manager of the Bank of Charlotte County Loan Office in downtown Farmville. I invite you to call or come by and see me about your loan needs. Whether it's time to purchase investment property, build your dream house, expand your business, or purchase timberland or farmland, you will find old-school personal assistance with attention to detail. Stop by our office at 216 North Main Street or call us at 391-1136. The Bank of Charlotte County, giving you more for your banking needs. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
The Bank of Charlotte County with branch locations in Phoenix, Charlotte Courthouse, Brunel, and their loan offices in downtown Farmville. So it looks like it's a beautiful day outside. It is currently, let's see what it is. Let's refresh this. And it comes up to 43. Yay. 65% humidity. It looks like wind speed is 5 miles out of the north. Barometer is 30.25. And visibility is about 10 miles. Again, like I said, it's a beautiful day, and it looks like the beginning of the week is going to be the same type of weather. Today's high is 69, tomorrow 67, and on Wednesday 56. The lows aren't going to be too bad. Tonight it's going to get down to 51 degrees. Now, Tuesday night, it's going to get down to freezing again. That's what happens this time of year, right? It's kind of warm, hot, cold, you know.
It teases you.
All in one day.
Mother Nature does that sort of thing.
Yeah. So Wednesday, Thursday, we have highs of around 56 and lows around freezing. Going into Friday, it's going to be cool and wet and windy and rainy for a while with a high near 46. And then the weekend has a chance of more rain.
Ooh.
So, let's see. The birthday calendar. Ooh, we're at birthdays already. The birthday calendar is brought to you by Terry Atkins Wilson, PC.
The law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, is located at 117 North Main Street in downtown Farmville. With deep roots in Farmville and our surrounding communities, Terry and her legal staff specialize in real estate law, wills and trusts, business formations, and collections. Experience and professionalism are extended to every customer in every case. The needs and concerns of every customer are their primary focus. If you have legal needs, contact the law office of Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, for a consultation at 434-392-1422.
For the right legal advice, visit Terry Atkins Wilson, PC, Main Street in Farmville. All right, that brings us to birthdays. Here we go.
All right, birthdays for today, March 6th. Happy birthday going out to Jack Trent, Connie Mountcastle, Jay Fisher, having a birthday, Bo Myers, and Linda Vernon, all having birthdays today as far as our list goes. If today is your day and you didn't make our list, happy, happy, happy birthday.
Yes, please.
Our anniversary.
And remember, you can get those birthdays into the community calendar at WFLO.net. That's just it's an email address. So send those birthdays as they come up. All right, let's look and see what we got here for National Peoples Today in History. I'm still looking. Sorry. Let's see. I had it here. I swear I had it here. Today in History. Today is the 6th. Did we do this already?
I don't know.
Let's see what we got.
I can't see what you're looking at. So
maybe if you went around.
if I became mobile jock and as opposed to sitting down jock.
So, are you saying that you'd really like to just trade places here? Is it just
No.
it's driving you crazy for me?
Not
being
really.
over-
No, it's
Really?
not.
Well, then why do you look like you're going to fall asleep over there?
You get up first thing in the morning and you get a little. It takes me a while to wake up.
Absolutely. Oh,
I'm not used to anyone in here when I'm in here. People don't see me.
Yeah. Well, this was yesterday, but Leonard Skinner, founding member Gary Rosington, died at 71.
Okay.
There's a little.
I wasn't aware any surviving members were still alive.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean anything. That just means I'm not that in touch.
Yeah. So it looks like, let's see, who may have passed away today. Oh, Rico Browning, best known for playing the Gill Man in the 1954 monster movie.
Yes.
Creature from the Black Lagoon.
I got an autograph for Chris Brochon.
Did you? He was
that
telling
guy,
me.
yeah.
He was happy about that. He
Yeah.
loves that thing. He's like, yeah, I got the... That's cool.
They were doing them in the Baltimore area. They had these annual Meet the Star type things, and I went 3-4 years there in a row with my dad, and he just happened to be at one of them, and Chris knew I was going, and he asked, hey, can you get an autograph for this guy?
It's cool. Yeah, he was excited this morning.
Yeah.
Right. So, is that where you lived, over in Baltimore?
No. We drove up
Okay.
to go up there. And
How long does it take to get to Baltimore from here?
oh, good question. Because it's been a while since we've gone.
Yeah.
I don't know if we were leaving more from the Charlottesville area where my dad was living at the time. So I don't know, a couple of hours, I guess.
Oh, that's not bad
It's
at all.
not. It's not bad.
Okay.
I mean, we came back the same day. We didn't stay.
Nice. Sounds like fun, actually.
Yeah, it was.
Did you
Got
go
to meet and hang out with Robert Conrad when he was still alive.
Cool.
That was neat.
Hey, how was he anyway?
Conrad is one of these guys. He's funny, but he's funny in the sense that he's a teaser. If he likes you, he will tease you a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm sort of the same way, so I got the humor. Some people, it rubs them the wrong way.
I bet.
But I found the humor in it. I laughed.
That's great. Yeah, if you can't recognize sarcasm or irony, you're in trouble
Right.
in this world.
Where it really doesn't work is on the internet.
Yeah.
Because people
It doesn't-
take
yeah.
offense to it because they don't understand
Yeah, it doesn't translate
No,
without the tone.
it does
you know?
not.
Yeah, that can get a lot of people into trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Let's see. His family told news outlets that he died on the 27th at his home in the Southwest Ranches in Florida. He was 93.
Okay.
Let's see.
He was a nice guy. He was real pleasant. Some of those stars, you can tell they're there for the money, and that's it.
Yes.
Which I understand. And it's
Exactly.
probably the last thing they want to do is sit there and sign autographs. But
I had up the birthdays, the celebrity birthdays, which is really what I want to do right now. But it went away, so I'm going to have to find it again. So tell me a story.
I'll tell you some of the other people I met. I met Loretta Swit from MASH. I met Lonnie Anderson, who was on WKRP. Met Howard Hessman, who was also on.
Oh, Howard!
WKR.
Howard was hilarious. Oh my
But you know
God.
what? He, out of all of the ones I met, he was the most somber. I was a little surprised by that. He was
okay.
kind of somber, but he was cool. He signed a Johnny Fever photo, and he's holding all these carts in his hand with the headphones. It was obviously a shot from when he was on the show.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he was cool.
That'd be fun. Let's see who we got here. Tyler, the Creator. Do you know him?
It sounds familiar.
He's 32. I've never heard of him, so I was just wanted to be in good company there.
I probably won't know most of these people.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, I know who that is.
How old do you think he is?
Shaquille, by now, he's probably close to 50 because he's probably a little bit older than I am.
That was a good guess. 51.
Okay.
I was going to say, you better get it right because Shaquille's kind of a big guy if you get it, wrong.
Well, I had his rookie card, so I figured he was at least a few years older than I was.
Okay. He always seemed like a good guy,
Yeah.
though, didn't he?
Yeah.
Or still seems like a good guy. Don't want to write him off quite yet. Bianca Prince is 26 degrees. Oh, Harriet Tillman. She lived from 1820 to 1913, and we all know Harriet Tubman and the work she did for civil rights, obviously. Ellie Zeiler, 19. Whoa, she looks like she's 25, 30. I guess I shouldn't say that about a woman. She doesn't look 19. She looks a lot older.
Try to look older, and some try to look younger.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Milo Mannheim, 22. Halston Blake Fisher. He's 4 years old. Who is Halston Blake Fisher? Anybody out there know who
got
Halston
me.
Blake Fisher? He's a 4-year-old celebrity.
What's he famous for?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, what do you do at 4 to make you
I
famous?
don't know.
All you can do is poop and sleep. So it's a difficult
Maybe
one.
if you're a Gerber baby or something like that.
Let's see. Jacob Bertrand. He is 23 today. Let's see. We have a few more. Anna Seavey. She's 21. Shavia Ward, 21. And Tyler 27. So just some strange names going on there. And it seems like almost all the young people. I didn't see a lot of older people like we usually get into the.
A lot of them have died.
Except for the 4-year-old Halston Blake. He's going to
gonna
be
be
around for a while.
probably so.
Childhood star, I guess. Let's see here. What else do we have? Oh, here we go. Let's see. Today, former Federal Reserve Chairman Alan Greenspan. You've heard Alan Greenspan.
I've heard the name, yes.
He's 97.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Him and Biden are neck and neck, aren't they?
What a life. What a life to have lived. Okay, dancer, actor Garmin D. Lavalade.
Exactly how I would say it.
Well, I'm sure that's the correct. That's the correct pronunciation. All right, you got to lay off the coffee, man. Former Soviet cosmonaut Valentina Tereshkova 86.
I tell you what, man, you're brave. I wouldn't attempt half these names that you're going for.
Yeah, I know.
I would
And
just pretend none of this happened.
it probably is a good advice, but I can't seem to stop myself. Rock musician Hugh Grundy from the Zombies. Yeah, 78. Oh, wait, David Gilmour.
I know who that
He's
is.
somebody you'd be interested in. Guess how old.
I don't know.
I love putting you on the spot. You,
Well, he's probably 80-something.
77.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you seen him
No.
in concert? Oh, really?
No, I'm not a big Pink Floyd guy.
Really? Okay.
Nah, not
I
really.
love.
I mean, they got a
Pink
couple of
Floyd.
songs I don't mind, but
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan by any means.
Well, their Dark Side of the Moon concert was off the charts cool. I mean,
Okay.
they just really did a great job. Now, I saw The Wall in AT&T Park in San Francisco, so baseball park. And it was impressive, but at that time it was more nostalgic than it was, watching a concert. You
Interesting.
don't go except for the nostalgia piece of it. At least that's what it felt like to me and most of the people there. It was
Okay.
very, very cool, but it was also, I don't know. It had been done so many times.
Oh, so you weren't seeing the original performance?
Yeah. No,
Oh, you did see
Yeah,
the
they
original.
build the wall on the stage
Okay.
and they tear it down, and
Okay.
it's impressive. It is definitely impressive. And we were pretty close too, which made it kind of nice.
Okay.
Phil Alvin, the Blasters. You know him?
No.
Okay. Well, Tom Arnold. You know him?
The guy that used to be married to Roseanne?
You got it.
Okay.
That was an interesting couple. Yeah,
He
64
started
today.
off as her manager or something, right?
Yes, Tom Arnold's an interesting character.
I think he used her for his career, basically.
Yeah,
Because
you
he
can
was
say
he
that.
showed up in some. He showed up on her show at one point, and then he was in a couple of movies. The biggest one I think he was ever in was the one with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis, True Lies.
Yeah, that
was a good movie. That's probably one of my last. For me personally, one of who was the guy that directed that? The guy that does the Smurfs as adults now.
Yeah, I don't remember.
The guy that did Titanic, Cameron.
Cameron.
Yeah,
Okay,
that was probably one of my last favorite James Cameron films.
all right. We're going to answer this phone call.
Go ahead.
Good morning. This is Call Flow. You're on the air.
Good morning. I've been out of town for about a week and a half, and there are two new voices. But anyway, I'm serious. I guess it's open line.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
So I have I'm going to talk about a canker sore that I just got.
Okay,
Wow. Okay.
if you must.
I'm joking.
I
But,
know.
I haven't heard you guys say your names yet.
Oh, I'm Larry Burr.
Okay,
And
one of you I've heard numerous times.
Yeah, John Staten.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
We're playing musical DJ chairs here.
So where did you go? You said you went out of town.
Oh, I go to Maryland to work.
Oh,
wow.
Every few weeks I go for a week or week and a half or 2 weeks, something like that.
It sounds
Yeah.
like
I come
fun.
back and there's a Chris is gone, and then there's a new fill-in, and
So I
one of your sidekicks. I don't.
I think the moral of the story is you just can't go out of town anymore.
Oh my gosh! I know. I missed this hard-hitting news and
Yes,
stimulating conversation.
that's right. You never know who's going to call in, right?
Oh my! But when I got back, when I started to come here, I got back on Friday afternoon, and I started as I got closer, I started to pick up more local Virginia news.
Nice.
And they were talking about Goochland and how they were going to try to implement the guys in the girls' bathrooms, and but I could just picture if they would have brought that stuff up when I was in high school,
Yeah.
and all you had to say was, "Oh, I'm transitioning." There would be a line of guys so far down the hall to get into the restrooms and the locker room.
Right.
But I think girls would start to go into girls would start to use the men's rooms because there's nobody in there.
Exactly.
Not once they went in there,
No.
because if I don't know about the school you went to, the school I went to, we didn't have much closure in the bathroom. You might have got lucky with some dividers between the stalls, but there was hardly any doors on them, if I recall, when I was in high school. Not in the boys' room, anyway.
That sounds like it was a prison or something. Are you sure you weren't at a detention center, huh?
Yeah, because the truth comes out.
Oh, Lord.
So, yeah. So is that your fault, John, that they don't have stall doors?
It was like that when I got there.
Okay, all
It
right.
had nothing to do with it. I never even got rise or detention, so definitely wasn't me.
Yeah, I've been to a few
John.
concerts where, the ladies' line is just so long that the girls just start to go into the men's line. And honestly,
That's insane.
nobody really cares. I mean, you think about it, it's just like everybody's just trying to go to the bathroom. So,
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't see anybody getting off or excited.
Well, we're going
about
to
the
where
whole idea.
you remember the movie RoboCop that came out in 87, 80? Do you remember the scene where he goes into the police locker room? Men and women are both in the locker room changing clothes.
Yeah.
We're there almost. I mean, we're getting there.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about something. I think I'll save it for tomorrow and give you guys a call, but it's a little bit more, I guess, time-consuming.
Okay. Well,
But yeah.
then we look forward to that call tomorrow, that's for sure. I mean, we're-
It's a date, huh?
Yeah, exactly. If you don't call, I'm going to be very hurt.
I bet you'll have some sort of a GPS tracking and
That's right.
I'll see two guys outside the front of the house.
And what was your name again?
No, I have never told them my name.
Oh,
I don't
well,
want to say
That's
something
what he's
like
trying
that.
to find out. He wants to know your name.
It's not like I'm going to use profanity or greatly insult another person. But, no.
I
don't
try
know why
not
I
to.
haven't.
Yeah, I try not to, but it happens here and there. Yeah,
Yeah.
Larry's got a bad
Yeah, I can
problem
picture
without cutting off the mic. He forgets to do that sometimes.
this is true.
So, is there an actual delay, or is it pretty close to real time?
There's a little bit of a delay,
Yeah, there's a delay.
and we're still working on some of the bugs, getting them out of the system. So we'll get there.
So you really have to have a quick finger to cut off some like naughty words.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering because I've called and I'm like, that's almost real time. I walk away from the radio. And,
There is a bit of a delay, though.
Just a little bit, but I think
Not
what
enough. Not enough to do like what other radio stations do.
I'm kind of new to radio, but
Yeah.
you've been around for quite a while, John.
Been around local radio. I know that the bigger markets, there's at least a 7 to 10 second delay, almost, if not longer.
Don't they do that so that they can interrupt? If
Exactly.
something, yeah, we don't have that.
Drop
so
the call. Yeah.
Swear away.
All
No,
right.
That's not the right.
Honesty system.
Yeah, we're trying to honor the honor system. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, being local, it shouldn't be a problem. I would hope. I don't think we're not getting calls from around different localities, but so much. I mean, it's.
Yes, and then sometimes when I call, it's like, should I use that word? Because there's some words that are like borderline, and it's like, can I use that or not? And
Just use your best judgment.
yes, just make the wise
Talk
choice.
like you would around
Yeah, I'll
your
use
wife or
something.
your parents, I guess. Put that filter on, like I always do.
What the heck?
Okay. Thanks.
All right, man. I do thank you for your time.
I really do appreciate you calling, and I hope you have a most excellent day. Take care.
You two as well. You're quite entertaining.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Thanks.
There you go. All right.
All right. Thank you, caller. We appreciate that. I got a little work to do. Did you notice that was cracking up? Was it cracking in your headphones, John?
Always.
Okay. So I'll fix that. I promise. I swear to you.
Okay.
That was fun. And I look forward to hearing from him again tomorrow. And the more people, the merrier, I suppose. Oh, I think we may have. Do we have any? No. I was thinking we may have an interview tomorrow, but
I don't have the itinerary for that. I guess you
okay.
do.
Well, I know Chris Woods is planning on coming back a few times this week, I believe.
I hope so.
Yeah, we'll see how that happens. It's hard to know what kind of time you have, right?
Right.
When you're in the throes. So let's see. We got about 8 minutes left here in the show. What do you want to talk about?
Oh, wow. Gee. Where do I start? There's really, I don't know. Have you seen anything lately as far as going to the movies? I haven't.
Well, there was the Cocaine Bear.
How was that?
And people are saying that they really enjoyed it.
Did you see it?
I have not seen it, but it grossed like 175 the first day, which was pretty good. It was kind of a surprise.
Now, I've heard more about the movie that is, what is it? Something... is it Jesus Revolution? Is that what it's called?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything like that.
That's the one with Kelsey Grammer, and Kelsey Grammer has gone. He's proclaiming his faith now because of the role that he plays in that.
Really?
Yeah, I've been hearing about this movie. I don't know a whole lot about it. I know it's based on someone's actual life story, but I don't know all the details. If somebody else has seen it and wants to talk about it, feel free to bring it up.
Yeah, and actually I was thinking about our callers, if they have somebody that they would like us to interview, or something that we would like to specifically talk about, they can call up and let us know about that. Movies are good. Well, let's see. So we have the last Ohio derailment poses no public risk to the officials say. Now, I didn't even know that this had happened. Did you? That there's a derailment up in Ohio?
Yeah, I heard it was on the news this morning.
Yeah, it looks terrible. I mean, it is mangled stuff up there. So hopefully everybody's fine. 28 of the 212 cars. That stuff in and of itself kind of blows my mind that they can haul that much weight across those rails. And I know a lot of them have.
Maybe they shouldn't.
Well, it seems like with this many cars, it may not have been the best idea. It was a southbound train, including 2 empty tankers. Well, that's good news. They were empty. Derailed shortly before 5 p.m. in Springfield Township. Within 1,000 feet were asked to shelter in place. They didn't know what was coming out of there. And that's scary in and of itself, is how we transport our chemicals. Ooh, let's put it on a train. All right, let's see here. Did you see any good sports this weekend? Or
no, the only thing I know about the sports is the 2 games that I read about this morning, Hampton City and Longwood.
How did they do?
They both lost.
Oh, Hampton Sydney too, huh?
Yeah.
There's a lot of hope riding on them. I know how fun it is to go to a Final Four and win that thing. I read an article a while back, and it was trying to explain why people like to watch football, or especially these types of events. And what they were saying was, people watch this and they insert themselves into the game or whatever, so that they feel like these things that are happening, they are doing and relating to it in that aspect, which makes a lot of sense. I'm just not sure how far.
How about bears? Have you seen bears around, Larry?
You
got any bears knocking on your door?
Hey, let me have a... Hey, what's going on?
Supposedly there's a story about bears sightings in this area.
Really?
Are increasing.
I
just got the text about it. So
really?
Hey, boo-boo. Is there a picnic basket? Hey, boo-boo.
What are you doing, Yogi?
I actually have seen a couple of bears. I've seen them driving around.
What were they driving?
They were driving Hondas, just like all the other bears. That's the only...
Smart bears in this area.
Such a clown, I swear. I can't take you anywhere.
No.
But then my neighbor, Francis Wood, he has them coming right through his yard. He took some video of it and showed me this bear.
I believe that.
Yeah, my partner, Alicia, wanted to see bears. When we first got here, she learned that there were bears. So she made a concoction. She went online and found, it was like syrup and molasses and all these sweet-smelling things to chum the bear to the house.
Well, I bet if you leave a pot of honey, a Pooh Bear will show up. Oh, bother.
Oh, bother. Oh, bother. Oh.
Tigger and Piglet might come up too. Who knows?
No, that was Eeyore. Eeyore is the one that was like, oh, no bother.
Oh, bother. You're right.
So what was the article here?
Oh, I didn't get it. There was mention of, I saw it when I was filtering through the spam this morning through the emails, and I saw the story about it, and someone reminded us about it.
Oh yeah, string of bear sightings in northern
Anybody else has
Virginia.
seen bears? Hey, call
Coming
up
a
and say.
little too close for comfort. Over the weekend, video was taken of a black bear that was spotted roaming the streets of Tysons. Another video from Vienna shows a black bear walking through a backyard patio within feet of unsuspecting residents. I see here. They're so cute. They are. They're really cute. So, I know that I'm afraid that if Alicia does see one, she might want to hug it, but that's how she is. She loves her animals, Oh, that reminds me. I think I have an interview for a couple that do horse rescue over near Crewe. They're really dedicated to it, and they have, I don't know how many horses they have. A lot of them are blind or, disabled some way or another, and so I'm looking forward to getting him in. I'm trying to think if there's anything else we need to set up for the coming hour. So, John, are you doing 9 o'clock, or am I doing it?
We're just sort of freewheeling here.
Yeah, I know. You want to flip a coin?
Yeah, all right. Hold on a sec.
Tails.
You calling?
Heads I win, tails you lose.
I thought you said tails like you were calling tails.
No, I said I said heads.
You said tails is what you said.
And then what does that mean? You get to call it, or that's who's doing it?
That means that's what you call tails, right?
No, I called heads. It was tails.
Tails.
That's what I meant.
Nah, oops. It looks. I'll do it if you want.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't want to throw people too off. We've been.
Well, we've sort of been doing it, right?
I'll do 10.
10 to 11 or 10 to
10 to 12.
noon?
I'll even do. Yeah.
Wow.
If you want. This Call Flow show is,
It drains you.
It is. There's a lot going on.
Yeah,
like
a lot
right
to keep
in
up
front
with.
of
No,
me.
I'll give you.
So
a
we
break.
got 5 seconds. Yeah. And thank you. That was the Call Flow show.
Who knows who will be doing it tomorrow?
WFLO AM 870, Farmville.
ABC News Now. I'm Lindsay Watts. 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 I'm Lindsay Watts.